I'm here with legend David Hasselhoff. Tell us, when did you decide to become a DJ?
I decided to become one right now!
Introducing DJ Hoff!
I'm Hoff-tastic!
Fantastic.
On fire!
DJ Hoff? Yes.
DJ.
Yes, queen. DJ 1080. Oh, and Chloe Kim kills it with the 1080. One more set. Little Ray.
And DJ Bones.
Yo, it's DJ bored in the house. Guess I'm not bored anymore. Yo, Chester, hit us with that cheese.
Yes, even I'm a DJ. Young cheesy.
Now everyone's up.
Hoff, it's Diplo. Stop telling everyone they can be a DJ. Seriously. I'm not gonna ask you
Not
again.
now, Diplo.
Seriously.
Like I said, everyone's a DJ.
With FUSER, anyone can be a DJ. And now it's your turn at DJDNAtest.com.
Everybody, go for it.
All right, what is up, everybody? It is so good to be with you here. Finally, I apologize again. Y'all know I'm the queen of FUSER freestyle, at least for today. And I'm also the queen of technical difficulties, so it wouldn't be on brand if there wasn't a little bit of a bump. But we made it through, and we're here with you. Super excited to be. And as we know, we've got a ton of new FUSER news today. But before we get into that, I want to introduce the guest that I'm lucky enough to have on stream with me today. We've got the one, the only DJ South Boss, aka Troy from Finance. And then we've also got the amazing, the astonishing, the beautiful, stunning, talented, and gifted, the unicorn DJ Unicorn Princess, aka Janie Billings from our QA team. So thanks for being here, guys. What's up? It's good to have you.
Thanks for having us.
It is wonderful to be here. I am extremely nervous.
I can't believe we got Sauce Boss twice. We've got a great booking agent. I mean, the talent tonight is amazing. Shout out to every single person on stream. I've seen some familiar faces, some familiar names, I guess, in here. Mr. J Star, DJ Z.O.E. Yes, I am DJ Z.O.E. because I went and got my DJ DNA poster. Troy, what about you? Have you been playing around with your little DNA test kit?
No, I have not. I've been extremely busy today.
Well, I was busy doing my DJ DNA test, and I think I made like, in the morning it started with like 5, and then slowly I was like, oh, let's do one more and see what result I get with this one, and then maybe I'll do one more. Now I've got like 10 different posters that I'm using right now, but I did find one that I liked, DJ Z.O.E. That I think I might have to ditch DJ Z.O.E. someday soon and really just move forward with that one because I love it. But yeah, so we're here today. We're gonna hop into freestyle. We've got more giveaways for you, and we will of course be showing off a little bit of multiplayer because we've got some friends with us in the studio today. Home studio?
The virtual studio.
The virtual studio. Yeah. But let's, I don't like to talk too much. I like to just go straight in and play some freestyle. So yeah, Troy?
There we go.
How nervous are you? There we go.
Sorta nervous. It probably goes without saying we had some technical difficulties, so I'm running this one today, which is probably a mistake.
I think that it's going to be great. I trust you with a lot more than streaming, so I think you'll crush it, Troy. I know you will.
I'm going to start in Rhythmic Guardian.
Yeah, I feel like we don't spend too much time in there anymore. I am partial to Sub-Astral because it's really just beautiful, especially at night. But Rhythmic Guardian, that's like tried and true OG first stage that we ever talked about. And it really holds you down. I also must say, I think Danny Humbles is my favorite of all the mentors.
That's my favorite.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Almost certainly. I haven't messed with my crate that much. Is there anything we should drop in or out? I guess we only have a couple options here.
Yeah, there's only a couple that we can't have. Definitely need Shania Twain.
Okay. All right. Well, let's make some hard choices here. I'm gonna drop Dance Monkey. I'm gonna add Shania. Oops. And I think I'm good. think I'm gonna leave eyes out. Should I bring temperature in though?
I mean, I don't think I've ever made a crate in this build without temperature, so I'm not the right person to be asking about
You got
this.
it. Ava Max, I'm sorry. I'll bring you in later.
Yeah. We'll go back in and change some things up. Let's see. I'm gonna take a look at the chat over here. I already see some questions. One that I love that this question is being asked. Any idea how many stages at launch? Jamie, why don't you go ahead and tell them how many stages are going to be available at launch? You can. We've got.
Okay.
Not the names of them. We're still not talking about them, but we do have 3 stages we've currently announced out of the total of 6 that will actually be in game. I was just about to ask you questions like, what's your favorite stage? But no, we're not talking about all 6. We're just talking about the first 3. But of course, more news is coming out later. But we see that Troy is actually in freestyle right now, so let's just get right to the music.
People in chat also let me know if the audio is okay. I did not check the audio balance.
Yeah, I think the audio sounds great.
Perfect. So much for just no-scoping that audio. It'll be fine. Let's go live.
And it is. It's fun. Yeah, we had a couple requests today for ghosts and stuff. I believe the other request was... I know we had Me Too as one of them. I actually don't remember what the third one was. But Ghosts and Stuff is a killing track. I really, really like those lead instruments. The lead instruments up. All right, so Jamie, I know that you work in our QA department, so your hands have been full of FUSER for quite some time now. I can imagine that these last few weeks are pretty hectic for you as well, as we're getting ready closer and closer to November 10th. I believe it's 40 days to launch now, so I know people are super excited to chat, but why don't you just tell us a little bit about what you've been doing on this project, maybe some of your favorite moments from the last few months working on it, but just, say hey to our friends hanging out with us and chat.
Yeah, I guess I should probably have this chat open, right? I don't.
Yeah, I can read some of the questions that might come up to you if you just want to go on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I've been working at Harmonix now for over a year, which is kind of crazy. And so, yeah, past 2 months have definitely been really interesting because we've been working from home remotely because of the pandemic. But yeah, I mean, I guess I've been working on pretty much everything. Some things that are announced, some that aren't. Yeah, I really don't know how much I can say specifically because there's a lot I'm working on right now that I can't talk about. But yeah, my hands have been very full. It's been a lot of work. Yeah, so I guess one of my favorite moments is just, I don't know, getting to see PAX East right before we pretty much locked down was pretty cool because I love how the stage looked, how it was entirely Rhythmic Guardian. It's really cool how they just reconstructed the whole stage. It just looked exactly like it. So that was really fun. It was really cool to see people kind of play the game for the first time because as someone who has to work on it every single day, you kind of just to see someone's first reaction was really refreshing.
Oh my god, so, isn't that the best feeling to have your head down, totally buried, and then all of a sudden coming up for air at PAX and people are like, I love this, and you're like, oh, it's not just in my head, this is a really cool thing that's being worked on.
Yeah, it was really cool, and it was just really fun too to see people of all ages. I met people who were 6 years old, people who were every age seemed really excited. So that was definitely really cool. And yeah, Harmonix is fun. I really like everyone that works there. So I miss everybody, you know what I mean? It's weird. But this kind of stuff is cool. It's to kind of see little.
No, I totally get what you mean. I miss everybody from work, but I'm a community manager. I miss the community. It's so nice to be able to get on stream and at least show off some freestyle, show off the game a little bit. Because it's every Thursday, it's that little mini release, just like a PAX. Where you're okay, we know who this is for. We know why we're doing this, and it's so awesome to see people really care about something that we put so much time and effort in. And I say this every week, but really shout out to everybody who's working on this, from QA to audio to art to publishing to everybody over at NC. People are busting their booties to get this game to you and make it as great as possible. So shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to everybody who's not. You guys are killing it. because it's freaking cool. Like, I love playing it. I'm pretty excited to hop into multiplayer in just a little bit. Alright, we got Troy playing with the effects a little bit here. It's like a really, really smooth ripple.
I'm just gonna be over here vibing. Don't mind me.
See that? See you vibing out.
You guys got some handle.
Yeah, no. Most weeks that's the thing is I'm playing, so I'm super spoiled that like I'm the one dancing, just making my own tracks.
So you have the coolest room.
You know, I'm pretty proud of my setup. It's getting like a little bit weirder every week. We've added like the inflatable saxophone because I think that's like my brand now. And then you know I've got my custom music poster back here, which I do love. I've got these cool light bulbs. I want more. If you have any suggestions for the setup, drop them in the chat. I want more. I want it. Like I'm so with it. This is like my office/studio too. So this is where all the creative juices are flowing. So the weirder and more fun things are in here, the better, I guess. I don't want to see walls by the time the game launches. All right, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if my partner would let me do that, but maybe I'll try to do it really low key and see how many walls I can cover before they notice.
You should like see if like, I don't know who it would be at Harmonix or NCSoft, but if they'll like frame every record of every song that's gonna be in the game, then you really won't have any space.
Dude, don't even kid about that. I have
That'd be cool.
An excess amount of records. Like that is, I always say that if my house were ever on fire, I don't care about any of my material possessions except for like my top 4 shelves of records, but that's like 4 shelves of something like somewhere between 600, 700, and 800. I honestly can't keep track anymore because I stopped.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. I actually went up and purchased some more, and I got like, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna buy this one. I was after one specific, of course, you know, I ended up with like 15 new ones, and that's how that collection built so quickly.
That must suck when you move.
You know what? That is so interesting that you say that because that was never something I considered, and then I moved pretty recently, and moving all the records was the worst part of moving. Like they're so heavy, and I never have enough boxes. Like, and they're my babies, so I try to treat them really gently. And I'm like, no, put all these in the car. It's like there's no room for 800 records in this car. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. I know, they're really, like, you wouldn't think they would take up that much space, but they really do. I definitely don't have anywhere near as many, but I have, like, I might have, like, 3 crates worth, but definitely not, like, hundreds. I don't, maybe like 100. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but...
You know what? It happens quicker than, you know, I used to have just one shelf, maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe 30, and then lo and behold, it happens quick, man. You gotta
yeah.
All right, so I've got a couple questions here in chat that I definitely want to address. One of them being, people are asking about, are you able to stream this to Twitch? Yes, you are absolutely able to stream FUSER to Twitch. When you're playing games, just like we're doing right now via Twitch, where we're playing FUSER, you'll be able to stream it without running into copyright issues, because that streaming is obviously a part of sharing gameplay, and that's something you will be able to do without worrying about it getting taken down.
I like Troy's dance.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think this is like really like enhancing the entire experience for me. It's just watching Troy do his little shimmy over here.
It's just funny because I can't like hear anything. I have the stream going on my phone, but I don't want to like play it.
Right.
It'll just be feedback. But it's just so nice to watch Troy dance. Makes me want to dance.
There was another question in there somewhere, and I missed where it was.
What are the controls for this game? The question just came in. Excellent question. The controls actually are dependent on what gamepad you're playing on. So you can play games with mouse and keyboard, you can play with Xbox. Actually, Jamie, this is a perfect question for you. You know way more about this mess than I do. But yeah, it's going to correspond with whatever gamepad you're using. So I like to play on Steam with an Xbox One controller. I don't know about you, Jamie. Are you a mouse and keyboard kind of person?
I have become one, but I tend to like gamepad. A bit more just for like personal preference, but yeah, very compatible with both. So
Yeah, I actually, when I first started playing, when I first got to work, I was given an Xbox 360 controller. So that's what I had played with for months, and we went to demo the game a bit in the before times, and I had brought my Xbox 360. They had like a nice new Xbox One controller. I was like, no. I know how to do this with an Xbox 360. Like, give me what I want. Let me see. I think we've got a couple more questions that have come out about controls.
I switched over to mouse and keyboard just to mix it up a little bit for folks.
Oh, okay.
I actually, if I may talk about mouse and keyboard for a hot second.
Yeah, go for it.
It is, I love controller. I actually prefer controller. The one thing I love on mouse and keyboard that the controller can't is the slam mechanics. It feels so good on a mouse and keyboard. Like, the velocity of like pulling the mouse down and dropping it is really cool. Which is doable on a controller. There's something about it that is so much more fulfilling on a mouse. It's the same. It's good. It's all good. Particularly on PC, you can also switch dynamically too if you're one of those weird people like me.
We've got another question. This is a really great question from Jimmy. In the current world of music licensing and such, about how many years do you guys have the launch songs licensed for, and is there any chance of the game being unplayable in, say, a decade? You know, I actually think that's a question I might have to do a little bit of follow-up on, but I can say that you can imagine, like, some of our other titles, you'll be able to play these for a really long time. You know, Troy, yeah?
I wouldn't worry about it, is I think the right one.
Yeah.
I would imagine a lot of the platforms will go away before the game does. It's kind of my take.
Yeah, Hey Radio came in, makes a lot of sense. We've also got Movie Lord 101 asking, is it possible to play all parts of one song instead of mixing and matching different parts? Yes, you can actually button smash and drop all of one thing, or you can drop them on one at a time like we just saw Troy do. But for sure, that's something I love to do in freestyle when I find a new song, either, you know, if it's something I haven't played with before, something I'm not super familiar with, I'll go in and drop the tracks or drop the loops from a track one at a time to get really familiar with this one loop. So I can start thinking about like how to break it down. I don't know, Jamie, you're a musician. You are a very accomplished musician. Actually, shout out, The Unicorn Princess dropped an EP this year. So if you haven't listened to it, check it out. It's something I actually just put on repeat when I'm like in the house and just let it go.
Oh, thanks.
I've left it on overnight a couple of times and came back and I'm like, let me pick up right where I started.
That's why somebody plays on Spotify.
They're all coming from Vermont.
Only you.
I think it's more than me because it's really great music. But as a musician, Jamie, I mean, like, obviously you can tell that I'm a music too, and I feel the way in which, you know, FUSER makes me think about music in a different way, and in a way that to me as a musician almost feels more natural, or is challenging me in some ways to let go of my bias or prejudice, thinking I know what music is best and what's going to sound good, and then something shocks me. But you know, that flow of you're starting to listen to a song on the radio and you start dissecting those parts. I mean, you're a musician and producer, so I'm sure you do a bit of that already, but I don't know, that's something that really excites me about FUSER in general. It's just the way it adjusts your view of music and perception of it.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think that, like, just being able to play the individual, we call them in the producing world, stems, like each individual, like, instrument track, you really do, like, get a feel for, like, how a song is, like, kind of written. And sometimes it's, like, when you, like, listen to, like, a bass line, it sounds like, I don't want to say simple, but it sounds simple. It just makes you realize, like, how so many great songs can be written from not like overthinking things, or maybe, I don't know. But definitely when we were prepping for PAX, I knew what songs were going to be available in the crate. So I spent some time kind of like going through all the different stems to see like what would sound good, so that like when I actually got on stage to like showcase like what was in the crate, it actually sounded cohesive. And a lot of them, it's really crazy like how so many different genres can actually kind of commingle with each other, and it doesn't sound just like slapped together. It just sounds like it actually works. You can actually write a new song with every, like with the stems from so many different songs. So I think that that's like really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you told me I'd be missing, I say this almost every week, but you all probably know it's already coming, the Any Man of Mine banjo lead instrument with the Killing in the Name of vocals. slaps. Like it's so good, and I personally would not. I would never even put Rage Against the Machine and Shania Twain in a playlist together. But like, sorry, I get loud when I get excited. Sorry, y'all. But it's pretty amazing to think that something you never expected is going to be like your new favorite, favorite mixture. CSTF. Can't stop the feeling. Got it. Sorry, I'm pulling. No, I see you. Oh, are there questions on YouTube as well? I forgot we were streaming to multiple places. I only have Twitch up. And Facebook. Sorry, Mixer.
It'd be cool if Extreme Hawk 1 was Tony Hawk.
I wish it were.
I mean, it's cool that's not.
It's cool, yeah. You're cool either way.
It would just be funny to me.
Hawkman himself.
Yep.
It's good. This is good. I'm a big fan of the GDFR loop, synth, loop, bass. The yellow, yeah,
the yellow one.
Loop, right?
Orange. We'll just go with orange. We've also shout out to Legit Luke, who I believe is rapidly approaching your birthday, and then in YouTube we have Oreo, who is also, it's actually your birthday today, so happy birthday, thanks for hanging out with us. Alright, so also shout out to Mr. J.Z.O.E, who was up in our Discord all day with some music requests. If you're not in the FUSER Discord, be sure to hop onto the Harmonix server, get into the FUSER channels.
You can go to discord.com/harmonix and do that very easily.
You sure can. And Mr. J.Z.O.E was making some music requests that I felt like you were reading through my recently played on Spotify. Like, it was crazy. You were really reading my mind here. These are some killing tracks that I think are really strong suggestions because I like them too. But, hop in, see what we're talking about, keep up with FUSER news, and make some suggestions for what you want to hear.
I see one of my sisters in the chat.
Is this your Daredevil sister?
No. I have how many sisters do I have? I have 4 sisters and 1 brother, so I had to think about it.
Oh my goodness.
6 of us.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're all dope.
Oh, thanks.
Hey Jamie's sister, thanks for hanging out with us. I just recently found out about your Harley riding, if I'm not mistaken, sister, so it was just atop my mind.
Yeah, she's really crazy. She's quite a daredevil, such an adrenaline junkie. She does professional motorcycle stunt riding. And it's I get scared crossing the street and she's just doing wheelies through rings of fire, literally. I have videos and it's I'm just I look at the sky, I'm it's gonna rain, I'm scared, and she's just no, I'm gonna I don't know, redirect nature and freaking take over the world. I'm okay, bye.
Wow. Yeah, I think I get a lot of adrenaline from doing some FUSER sessions, so I'm good keeping my feet on the ground.
Yeah, downloading those bills in the morning, that nothing gets the adrenaline up like that, I'm telling you.
All right, let's see. We've got James, happy birthday to you. Another birthday in YouTube. This is the place to be for a birthday celebration. Thanks for chilling with us. All right, so this is a great point brought up by Midget Me that I'm going to mention now, and then we'll start with a couple giveaways, in just a bit, but the giveaways will be happening in Twitch. So if you're watching right now on YouTube, if you're watching right now on Facebook, that's totally cool, but if you want a chance to win the giveaway, that will be done so by answering our questions first in chat. I will be looking at the Twitch chat. So if you want to qualify for our giveaways, be sure to hop over into twitch.tv/FuserGame, head into the chat, and I'll be asking some questions shortly and giving away some prizes. And actually show up. This is something both of you have at home, but we've got the Saucy FUSER hats, as well as one of my personal favorite t-shirts nowadays, actually, the FUSER shirt. So if you were at PAX, the last event ever, you had an opportunity to get one of these if you played the FUSER demo. But for those of you who weren't there with us back in February, you have a chance to win it right here on stream. So yeah, just a little bit. We'll let Troy freestyle a little bit more, and then we'll ask some questions.
I completely forgot about hot stuff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I actually forget my third page a lot.
That's so true. That happens to me all the time.
The first two that or two of them, and I forget that a whole one exists.
That's fair. If you get in the zone, that happens. But yeah, you got to keep hot stuff in your mix for the rest of the stream. No, don't do that.
Yeah, that merch is really high quality. Like the hat is embroidered.
Yeah.
It's really nice, and yeah, the shirt is really nice. I've worn it so many times, and you guys are really nice. Or was it MC Soft? If it was you guys are very nice too. But but when I got the shirt, it was pre-washed and it smelled so nice. It was just I don't know if you'll do that for everybody, but I'm just trying to say it smelled so nice, fresh laundry, and yeah, I've worn it a ton of times. It doesn't nothing. It doesn't sometimes the print will get all gross and start to break. It doesn't do that. So it's very high quality.
It's true. Thank you, Katie. Amazing. Set us up with the shirts and all of our FUSER swag.
I miss Katie.
Yeah. We'll.
Do you want me to switch over to the cameras so you can do some giveaways?
Let's do it. Let's do some giveaways. These people deserve some swag. We'll start off. We've got these hats to give away today, some shirts, and today we'll be giving away both a $25 and $50 Amazon card. Now, don't get it twisted. The question is not going to be easy. You're going to have to work for that $50 Amazon card. But if you've been paying attention with the latest FUSER news, hopefully it's something they'll be able to answer. But we'll go ahead and start a little slow with a shirt, maybe? What do you think, Jamie? Hat first, shirt first? People love the hats.
Hat first.
All right, hat first. So we'll do it for a hat. All right. So for a hat, this is for somebody who the answer is Diplo. No. Also not Boston Morgan. Thank you. All right. Now, just so you know, this is US only, so everybody is aware. You can read the rules that have just been posted in the chat by FUSER, so go ahead and take a look at the legal guidelines there. Saxophone, no, but a good guess, because that might be an answer. It's been the answer in the past. It'll probably be an answer in the future. But this is a question about your crate in freestyle. Tell me for a hat, first one in chat answers, how many effects can you bring into your crate at one time? How many effects can you bring into your crate at one time? We've got two answers from Heyo Radio, Nerdverse Games. None of these are right thus far. You can bring 24 songs into your crate. You can bring, let's see, we've got Mr. J-Star coming through with 8. Excellent, excellent, excellent job. But yes, you can bring up to 8 effects into your crate at one time. You don't have to bring all 8, but just you can bring 8 instruments, you can bring 8 effects. And actually, Jamie, I want you to talk about effects, because not only are you in QA and you play with all of this, but you're a producer. You actually know what all these different sounds are supposed to do. I find myself going in and guessing sometimes. But the effects really, in my opinion, are really that next level of making the mix your own, if you want to just sort of expand upon that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's I think that those type of areas of the game, I don't know what else I can say specifically, but as a producer, one of the funnest parts of working at Harmonix was anytime that we got a new effects that we had to test, it was just so fun and so cool to to even just hear the names that we were coming up for them, something that might be kind of a name that people around the world might recognize, Flanger or something like that. But yeah, you can add so many different effects to discs that you have, and it makes it sound totally different. In I don't know, just unique. So it's cool. You can put things on individual discs, or you can put it on entire decks to make it sound, I don't know, specific. If you're familiar with routing, you can compare it to aux tracks or something like that.
Right.
So awesome.
I do find that the effects I do like the effects on individual discs, especially if I'm doing like fade in and fade out, or like really trying to change up the texture or something. But I also love, and you know, our friends in chat have seen it a few times from me already. But I really, really love how you're able to use the effects to sort of do a perfect ending. Like I use that tape stop all the time to just my way out of a mix and then just sort of move on. Otherwise, I just put the All-Star Bells on and just have my little dings play me out.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
Like, it's tricky. I feel like your ending is one of the most, like, personal things about how you play FUSER, like how you're ending your mixes and sort of, you know, bringing it down.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's like the same as like playing live. If you're like, how do you like end a song if it's just you, right?
Right.
It's like, it's pretty scary. I think. I don't know.
I get that.
But
I'm a big fan of like, I'm done.
Yeah, just
one and done.
When it's done, it's done. Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe I'll do one more giveaway. Let's go ahead. Let's do the shirt and then we'll do the Amazon cards at the end. So, like I said, this is going to be a question for people who've been keeping up with the latest FUSER news. The rules have just been posted in chat, and this is eligible for U.S. residents only. But I would like for you to tell me, where would I go? What web address? Where would I go to make my own customized FUSER DJ poster? What web address am I going to head to create my own customized FUSER DJ poster? We've been talking about this a little bit. We've kicked off this amazing video that you saw at the beginning of this stream with David Hasselhoff, with Chloe Kim, with Jonathan Van Ness, amongst others. And we have no correct answers in chat yet, but anybody can tell me where I'm gonna go to make my own customized FUSER DJ poster. Got some time. I see some people.
We can't post
links in here. All right, give me the name without the .com.
Just the middle, yeah, just the middle part.
Just the middle, just the name.
Did not think about that.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Amazing.
So we have Midget Me who came in quick with DJ DNA test. That was me trying to be cute about it, but I'm never gonna do that again. You can head to DJDNAtest.com and you can make your own customized DJ poster. I've said a few times, I've really enjoyed playing around with it. I've made a couple already. So make sure you head there. You're able to input your personal taste from music to what songs you like, add your name, add a photo, and you'll have a custom poster made for you. They're pretty saucy, so be sure to do that and be sure to share it with us when you do. You can, you know, find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc., and send it back to us. I'd love to see what y'all have. All right, so let's go back in and actually perhaps we hop right into. Actually, Troy, why don't you go ahead and play around in freestyle just a bit more, or we could head into some customization options. And I'm gonna go ahead and spin us up. Yeah, let's do it. Let's show it off. I'm gonna go ahead and spin up this server.
Cool. Discord link broken. Oh no, it's not that. I lied. .gg/Harmonix. Please work. They got rid of those, right? No, they still did it. All right, we still got it. It's the .com/the.ggs or whatever. All right, customization. I'll customize my look.
That's a good question. I actually have this too. So, you guys know how Twitch has been like really cracking down on like not using music without permission, and so yeah, someone asked like, will they be able to stream this game?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's a really good question and very fair considering, you know, everything that's been going on recently on Twitch. But yes, you will be able to stream FUSER. I mean, we are on Twitch streaming FUSER right now, so...
That is true. I just didn't realize that.
Yeah. But exactly like we're doing right now, you'll be able to do the same thing. You'll even notice that we have videos saved, we're clipping them. So yeah, you will be able to stream FUSER without encountering those issues.
I'm not going to touch this. This is perfect already. It was the random. I didn't even like.
That's pretty good. That's,
you know
pretty
what?
Good.
Frankly, this is fine.
All right, then why don't you head into stage, maybe?
Yeah, let's
Got
do
some
that.
stuff to show off.
Let's do date. Let's do what? Dusk? Yeah, dusk. Cherry dipped. I feel like that's ideal for save it and make a new one. Yeah, I'll go back and make another new one. Corgi videos, I hear it. I'm here for it.
We know what the people want.
We know what the people wants. Let's see if I have them unlocked. Yes, great. Corgi video is already one of them. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go corgi donut corgi. How about that? Ooh, Kogi donut hot dog. This feels like a bad game of Mastermind.
It feels like you're the ramblings of a madman.
Code names,
I
right?
looked down for 1 second. She's like, corgi hot dogs.
Hot dogs 3. Hot dogs 3.
A great question in chat. Are there any other songs that are going to be released? Heckin' yeah.
Heckin' yeah.
So many more.
How many have we announced thus far? Do we know the number?
I believe we've announced 61 thus far.
And how many are in the soundtrack?
Over 100. So there's plenty more coming. And then, of course, I will be announcing some, some other good stuff as time goes on. So make sure, like I said, I've said it a few times, but if you're not already, follow us on @FuserGame on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and keep up with all the latest Fuser news. We've got some really dope videos, some awesome mixes that are up there. So if you like what you see here tonight, you will definitely like what you see up there. And you can keep up with all the latest happenings.
K-pop fan 2016 saying hopefully there's going to be some K-pop songs added soon. Perfectly on brand for K-pop fan 2016.
That checks out.
This is just a fun little, I wouldn't call it a bug, just something in this version is you can click this a lot and just spam fireworks, and it's one of my favorite things to do.
Me too.
Unintended, but what smoke? Let's do the sparkles. I like the sparkles. Or the sparks, I guess. If you're at PAX East, you saw our spark machine, our convention-safe pyrotechnics for 3 of the 4 days.
Oh, I forgot. How did I forget about? Because it was 10 years ago.
Because it was like 10 years ago.
But oh my god, that was so freaking cool.
I was there when the fire department showed up.
Yeah, we got shut down. Oh my god.
I ran
one for Harmonix though.
Yeah, I got to see one indoor firework, and then it was like the next set there was a delay. It's like, Jamie, you're not going on for half an hour. And then the fire department was there. I was like, did I catch something on fire?
Yeah, what have I done?
Oops. But yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it was nice while it lasted. I felt bad for the people because I was telling people all weekend, I was like, come by, we've got these dope pyrotechnics, you're gonna love it. And then they came by Sunday, they're like, are you making this up?
I was so surprised they didn't stop it on Saturday, because I would think Saturday was probably more crazy than Sunday, and Sunday was crazy.
We got all the way to the last day before they said, you know what, maybe don't do that.
Yeah.
Actually, you can. I'm just clicking stuff until I see otherwise. I'm just gonna make this whole thing.
Show. Jamie, are you gonna play multiplayer with us or me and Troy?
I think just you guys. Cool. Yeah.
Weird. Well, whenever you're ready, Troy, I've got a session up and you should see an invite soon.
Okay,
I do know you love these cowboy boots though, so I understand if you need to.
Cowboy boots, and let me just go ahead and make them the. Yeah, shout out to that art. It's good. I'm gonna make myself super tall because that's how I roll, and I can't. Oop, careful. And of course, give myself just a big ol'.
Yeah, Morgan wants me to beatbox over your mixes.
I mean, that's fine.
I love that. Let's do it.
I can't hear any of them right now, so
that's even
better.
Even better. And we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
That one, right? That looks like you.
DJ Z.O.E.
That looks like you.
This is one of my favorite avatars. But the mask on the avatar that you just made, I've also used in a blue that I love. It's like the weirdest looking character I've ever made, but I love it.
I'm gonna switch the old back to the controller.
All right, let's do this thing. All right, cool. So we are headed into collaborative multiplayer. I'm actually going to start us off. So let me go ahead and do that.
So I'll just narrate what I'm doing. While Zoe is playing in multiplayer, while your other players are playing, the players viewing can actually do some requests that should pop up on Zoe's screen, which you won't be able to see, but you'll see it when she does it for me. Oh, there it is. So I want to hear some country. Let's see if she can make something happen for me. And while she's doing that, I'm going to throw some reactions. Little chef's kiss. Big fan of this, like, I would say mini rhythm game a little bit, like keeping the beat to, and so bad at it. Okay. To build up your thing to send a message. And that was a really bad explanation. I'm sorry.
I was deep in my mix and honestly didn't hear most of it.
Okay.
FUSER gives me immense tunnel vision. That's you, Chef Troy. And that's Jamie, Unicorn Princess.
Oops.
Thought I was underwater for a second.
I was gonna do it for a second, and then you threw the synth bass at me, and I had to do a whole thing. It's a little bit of a wild one. We got there. We got there in the end.
That's like the funnest part of multiplayer, though. Just like being like, oh, my mix is so good, and then you get a request, and you're just like, and you have to like try to fight to make it work and like think on the spot.
Yeah. It's like, what if I didn't actually?
I think that's okay.
No, I mean, yeah.
Congrats on that hottest mix.
Thank you.
And here Troy's actually receiving some XP. It's gonna get him closer to leveling up, and when you level up, you're able to earn in-game currency. So style tokens, music tokens, that helps you unlock on-disc content. So new stage kit items, new assets for your character, new songs, etc. Let's do another round of that.
Yes.
And so since Troy got the hottest mix last time, we're gonna pick up this next round where the hottest mix left off. So whatever Troy was just playing, we're gonna hop right in there. I think the hardest part every week of the stream is remembering there's a delay and I can't sing along to these songs if I'm not playing.
Yeah, that's not gonna work, unfortunately. Alright, let's make some requests. What do we got? Let's see, request a song. Let's go with... I hear that sax. I hear the sax happening.
I had to do it to him.
I'm a rhythm emoji. Why?
I was really feeling that when I look up once.
Oh, this is good.
Ooh, I love this song.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it right where it's at.
Someone said, this mix makes me feel a unicorn. Yep.
Wow, Troy with the strings. That is absolute class. Oh my god, this mix is so nice. Last minute snapshot. I mean, milliseconds.
It's so good.
Whew.
Yeah. I mean, the sax. We gotta put the sax in the whole thing. Of course. Of course.
Sax wins it.
It's almost got... This is weird. That sax loop that you have almost has like a blinding lights hook to it. It might just be me. There's a spot right in the middle of it where I'm like, right here. which is delayed, so you can't. Never mind.
Ah.
As I said it, I'm like, this doesn't work. Anyway, we'll hear it the next time. And do one more round of this?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, now I can't not hear it.
Yeah, right?
When I did the first press tour is when I really discovered my love for the sax, but we demoed this for, some 60 people in a row. And just, I would like literally wake up in the middle of the night, like saxophone blaring in my head.
Oh yeah, you got to go like all over, right? You were like in Germany, right?
In the before times, yes. We went all over Europe. That was killing. Sorry, but that slapped.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, we were everywhere. We went all over Europe. We had a team in the US, meeting with a bunch of different outlets. It's something we've been really fortunate that we're still able to do some of. Obviously safely and remotely, doing it from our house. And this is where I do it, play right here. Pretty nice to be able to do it from the comfort of your home. And we've been, playing with some really amazing outlets that have, you've seen the coverage that they've been putting out, and they've been awesome about making that transition.
Fries. Every meal fries. 2020 BC, before COVID.
For real.
Oh, I accidentally dropped 2 vocals. That was not an intentional double vocal. Troy saved me.
Oh, you put them in weird spots too. Okay, hang on.
Like my finger, I'm sweaty. The lights are hot. Like it slipped. I don't know.
Just start something fresh here.
We do have Nicki Minaj. You hear that? Troy dropped it right on time for you.
I saw.
That was slick, Troy.
Okay, something is wrong with this. Starting over. We got into an unsavable state for a moment. Just faster to put some new stuff in.
I don't know about you guys, but when the tempo's slower, I have the hardest time with the mini rhythm game.
Oh yeah, it's like so precise.
Right.
For whatever reason, like when it's faster, I don't know why.
Isn't that true of playing too, typically though? Like, I can play some bass lines like super fast, but low-key sloppy, and the second I slow it down, I'm like, oh right, I don't know how to play this.
Yeah, exactly. It's like metronome, back to basics.
Having a heck of a time finding a good drum beat here. That's pretty good. Okay.
Midget, may I see your request about the WAP parody? Perhaps. I'm sure most, if not all of you have seen it already, but the WAP is a funk song. Like, I think it was an 80s pop, 80s R&B sort of funk track. So good.
I haven't heard it.
It's really good, like unreasonably good. See, Troy, you killed it. You slowed down, went back to the basics, and it worked out. Job well done.
It's like I had 3 vocals in there for a second. That wasn't good. I made a whole bunch of mistakes.
Troy, are you a musician?
No, I am not. I
think you're lying.
I know a fair amount of music theory, but not any ability to actually play an instrument. Or
are you lying?
No, I'm dead serious.
Believe that.
Okay.
Like,
that's interesting.
You don't sing at all.
I do a lot to myself, and I would say at my wife.
So you're a singer?
Not really.
That's what I do.
It's more of those jingly songs you write for yourself when something dumb happens.
Oh, I do that. I write songs for our cats.
Yep.
All the time. I pick them up and I sing them little songs.
Yes, I would say that's the level of music that I am.
I'm definitely at that level of quarantine where I'm just singing everything. Like, go into the kitchen. Like, everything.
Yep. Yeah, I do that all the time.
Sunny is very sick of me. My filter is gone.
Yeah, that's especially now.
A-pop fan coming through with the request. Some Britney in the game. Britney Spears.
Britney.
I love Britney. Oh my god.
I love Britney.
She is Britney.
We were talking about Britney this morning, weren't we? Oh, we were talking about that amazing, iconic Gladiator-esque Pepsi commercial with Britney and Pink and Beyonce from back in the day.
I feel like...
Oh, we were talking about
I must have seen that.
Oh, I would be shocked if you haven't, but if it needs to jog your memory, I would highly recommend you look it up. It, stopped me in my tracks as a child. I was like, this is power. Like, this is what it looks like.
Yeah, like I was trying to watch like Crossroads the other day, like the movie that she did, and it's like not available anywhere to watch. They pulled it from everywhere, and I'm like, why would they do that during the pandemic?
Cruel.
Especially. Yeah, great movie.
So good, so good. We do love Britney. I'm just checking in. I apologize, I've been neglecting some friends over in YouTube, but let me make sure I'm not missing any questions. Oh, we've got a request for the weekend, but other than that, we don't have a ton of questions on YouTube, but
Got it. While I love Shania Twain, there's one country song that is not in here in this build that I'm gonna riot if it's not in the next one. And I don't know if it's been announced, so I don't want to say it.
I'm just gonna move on so I don't say it.
Yep.
I haven't heard Rehab today. All right, we got some Rehab. We can do that. Troy can do that.
Do I have
Like
Rehab?
I'm mixing. Oh, maybe
There it is. Oh, we haven't. I haven't. This is again my problem. I like tunnel vision. I lose tracks. I can
Lose
absolutely.
track of
I either get
tracks.
Sin Pajama or Pajama or Rehab. I don't know why I keep saying Sin Pajama. It's not it.
that's close enough. It's not it. It's just not it.
It's certainly not it. I think we can all agree. Or Thunder. I don't think I have Thunder, do I? I think that's the one I don't have.
Thunder is. Oh, sorry. I think it was Mr. J Star that was requesting Thunder. Was the other track. That was the other one. It was Me Too, Ghosts and Stuff, and Thunder. We'll try to get Me Too in the Megan Trainor joint for one of these upcoming streams, and I'll be sure to drop Thunder into my track. That is a great track. That was one of our original 16 that were announced at PAX, and it's something that I think it would be fair for me to be like, oh, I don't want to keep playing those songs all the time, but I still do, and that to me is like super encouraging. Like I listen to those songs so much, and I still find new ways to drop them into my mix, which is like really refreshing to me.
Thank you, Edgar23, for pronunciation guide. I really actually do appreciate that.
Do you have Rude Boy in the game? Wow. It's
Inspired.
not on. Yeah, like that. Brilliant. Alas, it is not. I actually, let me go ahead and do a little.
Yeah, Restream does have a chat merge thing, which we didn't set up because we were kind of under the gun today. So we will get it for next time. Magenta.
Yeah, Magenta.
Magenta.
I don't think that's it. Magenta.
Magenta.
I've just posted in the chat these songs that have currently been announced. So like I said, there are 61 different tracks that have already been announced for FUSER. Some of them were announced at different times. Like I said, we've got the original 16 been announced at PAX, and then have been dropping more and more throughout the year. Had some that appeared in that Nintendo Direct Mini, if you caught it. And obviously we've got even more to announce. So I've said it 1,000 times, and I'm going to say it 1,001. Follow us at FUSER Game on all socials, because that's where you're going to be able to keep up with all the latest FUSER news. I'm also dropping in the chat right now a link to the FUSER Spotify playlist. So, yeah, Morgan, great minds on it. If you are interested, if you like the music that you're listening to, be sure to follow that link and go ahead and check out our FUSER Spotify playlist. It's full of bops.
I need something more bouncy than Dragon. That feels good. This feels good. Oh, should we do a recording? We haven't done recording or anything yet today.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
sure. Why don't you show that up a little bit, walk them through it.
All right, hang on. Let me because recording kind of drops you right into the start, I'm gonna set up some stuff here so that I can drop things that I want to drop. All right. Do you want to narrate, or should I narrate what I'm doing?
If you can narrate what you're doing.
All right, I'll give it my shot. I'm not great at this. So I popped open the little recording. I'll go back real quick. Popped up in our capture mode. It's a little microphone thing down here. It slides up this little recording tray. If I use the wrong names, please stop me. I'm going to capture a 32-bar mix here. Oop. Did I want a 32-bar mix, or did I want a 64? I'm going to hang on.
Go with 64. I don't think I've ever recorded a 64 one.
All right, change that length to 64. Can I go higher? No, 8, 16. All right. This shows you how much I played with this. So I'm going to start recording here. As you can see, the head kind of follows the playhead, kind of tracks what I'm doing. I'm just going to start dropping some stuff. You know what? I didn't like when I dropped the loop here, so I'm actually just going to rewind. Oops, I got rid of my cues. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's okay. I'll do it live. That's better. Did not like that. I'm gonna try that again. Hang on. I am not nailing this. This is really not my best performance here. Missed my cue. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So now that it's done, I'm going to go ahead and review that a little bit. Let this one play out. Actually, I'm just gonna, there it goes. So this should be my mix, the final mix that I did. Yeah, there it is. And now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and share that with the community. I need a name for it though. Do you have a good name for it? Oh no, is everyone gone, or is it just me?
No, I'm still
okay.
here.
Oh, thank God.
I was hoping that, oh wait, Zoe looks muted somehow.
This mute button.
I just had no name for a mix. I was like thinking.
I was gonna say hot, but not too hot.
Hot, but not too hot. Like a good soup.
Like soup that is too hot, which is my second favorite Cards Against Humanity card.
And I'll go ahead and share that one. And it shares it up to all my FUSER followers. You can follow just about anybody in this game. And I'm gonna actually export a video. Does exporting video work in this one?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, cool.
I like that Zoe just like laughed.
It's like, maybe.
So this will actually render out a cool like video that you can actually share on social platforms or send to your friends. I'm gonna, it's going, it's cruising. I'll let it go.
Second, but it's cute. Pokehubs in the chat called me the queen of technical difficulties, and immediately in my head there was the Raven Baxter. Yep, that's me. Just like instantly.
You might be wondering how I got here.
So am I.
All right, I'm actually gonna close this, but you can do it, I promise.
Yep, it'll save locally. So, you know, if you're playing on PC, it'll save to your computer, and then you can upload it to whatever channel you prefer. But you can't share it directly to your followers as you saw Troy do. So as I follow Troy, I'll get a little ping in my activity feed saying like, hey, Troy made a mix, go listen to it. I'll listen to a hot, but yeah.
Have we showed that off at all? Like the social and the thingy? Watching it?
We've not done a ton of it on stream, but there's no reason that we're not. If you want to head into your social hub.
I'll try it. We'll give it a shot.
Yeah, for sure.
Warning that this is all development still, so there might be some weird server stuff. Social, let me see here. Let's see if this actually works. There might be a server to look at. I don't know. It's showing that there might be something here. I'll let it go for a second, and then we'll see if it works.
If you follow me, you can also go to my profile because I have like a ton of saved mixes and stuff.
Do I follow you? I don't know how to get to that without.
I think I follow you, if nothing else.
Followers, there we go.
There I am.
Mixes, there they come. Here we go.
Yeah, so you see my characters there. I could edit my character directly from there, but what Troy's going into is my personal activity feed. So he's going to be looking at our mixes that I've already made. So you're going to see there's quite a few in there. And this is where you could go to listen to them, to like them, to play them back, etc. But
that avatar Zoe is so good.
Like, that's a good one. I hope that's what I look like when my afro goes gray.
Don't be shy, drop a beta for server stress tests. Sorry, we already did them all. Not publicly, obviously. This is more that we were playing a demo build from a little while ago. Because there's some fancy stuff we can't show you in the new one yet.
But you'll love it once you see it.
You will love it. Nice. Yeah, from here I could replay it, view it in the player, or just go back to the main menu.
Sure.
But you can do that with anyone's mixes that you follow, or that follow you, or that you see on the little activity feed. We'll kick you some mixes sometimes.
And in that social component, the recommended mixes is actually algorithmically generated. So right now it's populated with probably mostly me because I've been making and exporting a ton of mixes. But obviously when there's more players in, that'll be a place where it'd be a really cool destination to head to for some music discovery. Here, what people are making. I know that some of my favorite mixes come from inspiration from listening to some of my friends. So that's where I go to do it. But Troy, why don't we hop back into camera view?
I was just about to say, I'll do the giveaway. You want me to give you the giveaway thing?
Let's do some giveaways, and then we'll end with some freestyle. But these giveaways are really exciting because this is for 2 Amazon gift cards. We are not playing around today. You will see the rules have just been posted in chat. But I've got 2 questions. One is going to be for a $25 Amazon gift card, and one is going to be for a big old $50 Amazon gift card. So the 51, like I said, the question is not easy, so be ready to work for it. But for 25, I want a level playing field, give everybody a chance to win, no matter if you're new to FUSER, if you've been with us since February. So if you are US-based, you qualify for this giveaway. And my question is, typing fingers ready. Whew. All right, for $25 Amazon card, please name your favorite song from the FUSER soundtrack that we've announced thus far. First person to put one song that we have announced thus far in the chat is going to win a $25 Amazon gift card. Just because we love you, love hanging out with you, so this could be anything that Troy's already played. This could be something you've already heard. Just tell us, of the 61 songs that are announced thus far, what is your favorite? All right. I believe, Troy, if you could confirm this, I've got Pinstripe 24 in first with Thunder. Yes,
that is either a word or their favorite song.
That's That's true. Well, either way, it's going to count for me. So congratulations to Pinstripe24. You are the winner of this week's $25 Amazon card. And if you didn't win, you will want to be sure to come back next week because we've got more cards to give away. We've got more shirts. We've got more hats. And some more swag coming your way. So be sure to tune in every Thursday, 7 p.m. We're right here, twitch.tv/FuserGame. We're also in YouTube. We're also on Facebook. But we are going to go ahead with a second giveaway for a $50 Amazon card. Now, I want to repeat, this is for U.S. residents only, and I'm looking at the answers that are featured in Twitch. So be sure if you want to qualify for this giveaway that you are in twitch.tv/FuserGame hanging out in the chat. I'll give people a couple moments to migrate over if they're happening to join us on Facebook or on YouTube. But head to twitch.tv/FuserGame to get in on this giveaway. All right, I'm going to go ahead and refresh my chat, and I'm going to ask this question. Now, I've said a couple times it's difficult, but you're going to believe me once you hear what it is. For a $50 Amazon card, I want to know, and I'm going to give you a minute, because you probably need it. In what order do the unexpected DJs appear in the trailer that we announced today? Troy, this is no joke.
I don't know if I can do it.
Amazon card. I could, but I've also seen it more than once. But I know it's possible. The trailer is up on YouTube right now, so if you've yet to see it, you could go check it out. But I want to know the order of the DJs that appear in the FUSER trailer that came out today. Again, this is for a $50 Amazon card. I'll even give you a hint. It starts with DJ Hoff and ends with Diplo, who is not unexpected because he is a real and legitimate DJ.
Oh, interesting. Now, okay, there's
so is David Hasselhoff, potentially.
There's a little bit of a question here, a caveat here. Is how many names are you looking for?
Okay, I could do this.
How many names are you looking for?
Oh.
Because there's one in there. There's one might be extra one that might trip people up.
So technically there's 8 names. There's 8 names, but I've already given you DJ Hoff and Diplo, and I will accept if it's the correct one, if they're combined, I might even give you that one if you give me the right order.
I think you just picked up what I was getting at.
Exactly.
Will James Vanderbeek make an appearance as Diplo? That would be unexpected, Morgan.
That would be.
That would be unexpected.
You set that one up, Morgan, and we'll make it happen.
Does he regularly play Diplo in some sort of role, James Vanderbeek? Yeah.
All right, we've got Dub and Z with Hoff, Yes Queen, DJ 1080, Lil Ray, DJ Bowen's Born in the House, Cheeto, and I gave you Diplo, so congratulations.
I'm sorry. That is incorrect. There is a more... actually... Angry Joel's left nipple. Got it.
Whoa. Cheeto, is that what we're going off of?
No, they left off Diplo. Dubsy left off Diplo at the end, which you explicitly called out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait, no, that's also wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, Angry Joe's left nipple is missing one person, but I'm going to give it to Dub and Z because I gave them Diplo. So because you didn't say it, I already told you that one.
Heyo Radio got it.
Oh, Heyo Radio.
Third number. Third one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Mine missing the...
That's true, and I did give Hoff too. But...
Hang on. Wait. Pinstripe 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pinstripe got it.
I don't know. I'm going to go with an executive decision here that Dub and Z come in clutch because I gave away Diplo. I said Hoff and Diplo, so I have every other DJ name. I think I got to give it to Dub and Z coming in first with the chat.
All right.
Those are quick hands. Fair. I'm giving it to Dubs. Congratulations. You're the winner of this week's $50 Amazon card. And like I said, we have more to give away. So if you didn't win today, great effort by everybody who put that in because I know y'all were looking for that quick. But congratulations, Dubs. You are the winner of this week's gift card, and we will be giving out more as we continue these sessions, so come back.
Pinstripe, you got robbed. DM me. I'll take care of you. DM the Harmonix account. I'll take care of you.
You heard it. DM Harmonix, and Troy will hook it up. All right, so congratulations, Dubs. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do one more giveaway today because I'm feeling generous. We're just going to go ahead and give away a shirt. And this one's going to be mad easy after this last question. Somebody just name me one DJ name of somebody in the trailer from today. Give me one of their DJ names. Let's see, I'm looking in the chat. Boston, DJ, Diplo, dang. That's a good one. That
Diplo is their name though. It's not
Diplo is a DJ, but I did just say one of the DJ names. So again, I'm gonna go ahead with AEO85, who is the winner of a FUSER t-shirt. So congratulations to all of our winners from this week. Giveaways every single week. So be sure to tune back in if you didn't win something this week. But congratulations and an amazing effort by our community. Thanks for paying attention to everything that we're doing and hanging out with us on here. Troy, why don't you play a little bit more freestyle? Take us out.
I would love to once I find where there it is. Oh, there it is. I had little live OBS problems here. All right. There we go. I switched up to cherry dipped.
Nice. Excellent. Wow, actually it looks so good. Cherry dipped in the daytime is unmatched. It's just like the most positive vibes. All right, Jamie, of the 3 stages that have come out so far, if you were to perform your EP that you released this year on any of the 3, Rhythmic Guardian, is that what you're sticking with?
I really like it, but you can't go wrong with corgis and ice cream and donuts.
That's true.
I go with cherry dipped.
You are the unicorn princess too. That seems pretty on brand.
Yeah, it's funny because like my personal brand, I'm always like, oh, like I don't really want to be associated with like these like cutesy things because like I like medieval unicorns, which like are just like really badass, and they have like their hooves are like actually like goat's hooves, and they have like lion's tails. I'm like really like particular, but I love donuts and ice cream and corgis.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have no problem. Yeah, if you don't love corgis, you're evil. So
I don't know. I could definitely see myself in the audience while you play on Sub-Astral.
I know. It's like all the stages are so pretty.
It's true. There is not a stage I wouldn't want to perform on in here. Like, if somebody had given me a mic out, actually they did, and I did perform on the fake stage. That was the one that got me. If that was any bigger, you never would have gotten me off of the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, this one.
This is killing Troy. This sounds amazing.
Oops. I need to get better at like just dropping the instruments into the mix rather than picking them up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I find myself super partial to drag and drop, but like tap comes in clutch when you really need it, of course. But like, I don't know, drag and drop makes me feel like I can be like super exact, and it doesn't make me more exact, but I like hover directly over it and then drop it.
That's how I am too with dragging.
Yeah, Jamie, I feel like you, I'm not trying to get into any sort of competitive multiplayer with you ever at any time in the history of the game of FUSER, because I know that with all your unlimited knowingness, you will wipe the floor with me.
You'd be surprised though. It's like, I mean, I don't know. Like, within the QA team, there are some people who are like so good at it, where I'm just like, I wouldn't have even thought of doing that. But definitely, yeah, we used to play when we were in the office, like every morning at, I think it was 10 o'clock in the morning or 10:15 or something. That was our multiplayer as like a company.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so got a lot of practice when we weren't just testing it. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I find my skill level goes from like, you know, I play a lot of FUSER, but then once we do like a media tour, within a week, I'm just like light years ahead after, you know, logging like 70 hours on it. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm good at this now.
Yeah.
An inflatable corgi is FUSER merch. Okay, Morgan, let's see what we can do for you. Ooh, maybe that goes in the background of my room.
Oh,
yeah,
does that exist? Do we have that?
I'm gonna get some inflatable corgis and have Sunny just stand over here hitting them around like the audience does in the game, just slightly off screen next week.
I have an idea.
Cool.
Have you ever used Makey before? Do you know what those are?
No.
So they're really cool. Like they have like alligator clips, so you clip them onto things, and then you like hook it up to your computer, and you can like program different sounds so that when you can like hook it up to a banana, and then you hit the banana, and it makes like it turns into an instrument. It's like really cool. But so you can have, here's my idea. You can have like, you know, like those like ice cream cones they have in ice cream shops that like hang from like the ceiling, like the models. Just have a bunch of those, put Makeys on it, and then you can play like ice cream piano.
Oh my god.
I mean, kind of abstract, but still on brand.
No, I'm looking at it now. This is dope.
Makeys are really fun. We used those in college, and it was like one of my friends like hooked them up to. She like taped them to like I don't know, like they were like volleyballs or something, and then like she was just like she had like a little like synthesizer she built with them. It was really fun.
Yeah, I've actually, now that I'm looking at these, I have seen this before while I was doing my master's. One of the programs is Music Technology Production Innovation.
Yeah.
And I walked into the library one day and they're just like hitting stuff and it's just noise. And I remember just like backing out, like, I'm good here. Like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, you can turn your whole kitchen into like a frickin', I don't even know, abstract, like avant-garde, scary.
Like a DIY stomp.
Yeah, like a noise show.
Yeah.
Like a Boston basement noise show.
Oh my.
Alston.
Alston, shout out, I miss you.
Shout out to Alston.
I'm done. Shout out to Alston. Shout it out.
Rat City, baby.
Shout out to Alston.
Thinking of you,
Christmas.
miss you. Oh, Alston Christmas.
No.
Yeah, that
In
didn't
the
happen
before
this year.
times, I got this chair from that.
Sorry.
I got my desk from that. I got a
Hold
lot
on.
of what I'm
We need to tell. So, for people not in Boston, there's a town, a suburb or district, I guess, or whatever, of Boston called Alston. It's where BU and BC are, right? Aren't they both kind of overlapping a little bit?
BC's past Alston a little bit, but like, yeah,
They're
sure.
all in
It's on the way.
It's where most of the college students live. Every like September 1st, when all of their leases roll out, there's a thing called Alston Christmas where people take their furniture and just put it on the sidewalk.
Best day of the
For
year.
free.
It's gross though.
Well,
right? Like
yes. I've definitely gone low-key dumpster diving during Alston Christmas.
It's
put, like,
gross,
sofas
but
out
I go there.
Yeah.
You don't know where those sofas have been.
No, I would never get like a sofa because like
That's gross.
they say it's gross, but like they say that if you walk by a house and you see a bunch of furniture outside at once, they say there's a high chance that there are bed bugs. But in Alston, people become one with the bed bug.
I
in
had
Alston, all bets are
right.
off.
I had an Alston miracle. Let me tell you about my Alston Christmas miracle, y'all. Once I was living in Alston right off of Com Ave, and I was doing my Alston Christmas shopping with my cart from CVS because I was right by the big Civis on Com Ave. And I was driving by this house and like going past this dumpster, and there was this like really nice looking couch. It was like this really nice futon, but obviously I, like you, was like, ugh, who gets a futon from the streets? Like, no thank you. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna ignore that. But as I was passing it, the movers came downstairs. They were like, yo, are you looking at this? Like, this is a brand new couch that doesn't fit in their space and they don't want to return it. So we just moved it out for them. They just are putting it in the garbage. And I was like, what? They're like, yeah, it's literally a new couch. Like, do you want it? And I was like, yeah, help me get it on this shopping cart so I can cart it home.
Oh my god.
Of course, they had a shopping cart too.
Christmas miracle though. They were like, oh no, like, how far do you live? We'll just drive it and drop it off for you. So I got a brand new couch dropped off to my house, and then these guys like brought it to my house for me. Like, it was a true bless you Alston Christmas miracle. Yes, yes.
Yeah. You get some beautiful things. You won't get bed bugs. Well, I don't know if bed bugs will cling to a lamp, but you can certainly get a nice Tiffany style lamp. I'm sure there's at least one.
I mean, there's so much. Desks. I've got my monitor stands from Alston Christmas.
Yeah.
Heck of stuff. That chair too. It is missing an arm, but it's perfect for playing bass because it doesn't get in the way.
It's like, yeah, I mean, you have a lot of like the music students that live down there, so the chance of finding like kind of a bad keyboard, but something that'll work, are very high.
Gotten a nice MIDI off the streets for sure.
Yep.
I mean, I put stuff out for Alston Christmas, so I have to trust there's other normal and helpful people putting good stuff out just to pay it forward, you know? Now that I've heavily endorsed Awesome Christmas, let me listen to this mix again.
Oops. I have a bad habit of hitting escape to get out of the effects menu. Which really ruins the whole flow.
That's a good question. If you've never played a game like this, how hard is it to do for the first time?
That is a really good question. So that's
so
really
easy
good question.
is really the answer.
That's the thing, is it's super intuitive. Now, what you're listening to Troy do is some stuff that you might call more advanced, but I don't even know if advanced is the right word. It's just the product that he's put the time in, right? So as you go through the campaign, you're going to be learning a lot of skills and proficiencies that will help you be better in freestyle, but you'll also be able to hop right into freestyle right off the gate and just start playing around making mixes, and it's super intuitive. Like I said, the icons that you see that represent the different loops are going to be compatible with whatever gamepad you're using, whether that's on Switch, PC, PlayStation, or Xbox, or mouse and keyboard on PC. But it's also like there are promoters that sort of talk through as you're playing through the campaign. There are different promoters for every stage that sort of talk through each of the different missions of the game and give you some advice, teach you a little bit about the crowd. I've had a lot of people that I've shown the game to where I've either played freestyle or played a mission and like their first instinct is, whoa, I can or couldn't do this. But the reality is it's super easy and it's super intuitive. It's just a matter of like getting in and getting your hands on it, because almost every single person who I've had that conversation with after playing through maybe mission 1 and then going into freestyle, they were shocked and really excited about how their mixes were sounding. So if you've never played a game like this, I don't think you're going to have any barriers, unless like even if you're the most well-versed rock band player in the world, I don't know how much of an advantage that actually is because of how different the proficiencies are. Now, the one thing I will say, and Jamie, maybe you have some more insight on this, but as a musician, I think there are certain thought patterns that maybe make it a little easier to play. Like, I already think about songs in pieces and sort of in loops and have a pretty good understanding of like how tempo can relate to mood and what sort of things those can help convey. But even if you are an amazing musician, it doesn't give you like this huge advantage. You still have a huge learning curve as you go through the campaign in freestyle.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's because I mean, like a musician, and there was a day that I had my first day working at Harmonix, first time ever looking at the game, and it's like, it is intuitive, but at the same time, it's very unique. So it's like trying to, like learning to navigate it, figure out where certain things are, how certain things work, where you can use them, where you can't. I mean, I think it just makes for a pretty unique game. But if you are a musician or a producer, there's certain things that will make sense. Like you might see an effect and be like, oh, I have that plugin on my computer, or something similar. It's not the same plugin, right? But then if you're not, then you can be like, oh, cool, I know what this is. And then it's kind of like a language where then if you decide to one day open GarageBand, you might kind of have an idea of like how something might sound or something might work. So everything is kind of like cross-compatible in that way, I think.
I mean, that's spot on. Like, we talk about this all the time with some of the dopest takeaways from something like Rock Band is when you have moments where people are like, oh, I started playing Rock Band and now 10 years later, I'm a guitar player, I'm a musician, and Rock Band has really got me into it. I mean, me personally, I'm looking at the drum set that Rock Band inspired me to play, and that's something I picked up when I was like 10 or something, 12 maybe, and was just playing so much Rock Band, and I was like, why didn't I try the real drums? And that got me into this whole other path with how I got involved with music. And not that FUSER's gonna, if you want to use Ableton, you're not gonna pick up FUSER and be like, oh, I'm good, that's the same thing. Like, it's not a DAW. But like Jamie was saying, it's that thought process of maybe if you go into Ableton or GarageBand or Logic or whatever it is and you see, oh, a low pass filter, you have a general idea of what that's going to sound like now, because I've said it before, but we have an amazing audio team that has just done an incredible job with adding these different elements into the game and making it a truly musical experience, just like if you were viewing live music. So that was a really, really long answer, but to a really, really great question. I guess what I want to know is when you get the game, let me know. Keep me updated. Send me some on social. Only ever game with music was DJ Hero. Yeah, so this is something we talk about where with something like Guitar Hero, let's say, if Troy plays it, if I played it, if Jamie plays it, we're all gonna have the exact same playthrough experience. It's gonna be the same notes, it's gonna be the same song, it's gonna be the same length even, right? Like, we're having a very, very similar experience. And, you know, maybe we play on a different skill level, or maybe we're playing with different, you know, instruments or something. But overall, you know, if we're all playing a Rock Band song on Rock Band, it's gonna be the same. Whereas in FUSER, if I go into one mission, if Troy goes into one mission, Jamie goes into one mission, we're all gonna play 3 totally different mixes throughout the entirety of the track. From maybe, even if we play the exact same disc, it could be in a different key and at a different tempo. Even if we play with the exact same discs, we could add different custom instruments or add different effects to it, so it's still gonna sound different. So unlike, you know, something like Guitar Hero even, or DJ Hero, whatever, you are not gonna have the same experience as anybody else who's playing. You know, even just where you're dropping your discs and when you choose to do it, you still have a ton of creative agency, even though you have show goals to meet, you have requests that you're trying to satisfy, you want to keep evolving your mix. But like, that's something that's super exciting to me, is just the thought that like the 3 of us are going to play the exact same mission and have 3 completely different results that are inspired by like some of our own styles and personalities.
I did it again. I do it every time. I don't know why. Call it like a really abrupt tape stop.
Mm-hmm. Another question, will there ever be VR support? Well, right now the platforms we're focusing on are PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. Yeah, for sure. Void's talking about the creativity that FUSER allows for, and I mean, that's really one of the most exciting parts. It's just that, like, it's about you. It's about what you want. It's about what excites you. Like, y'all hear me. I'm deep in my saxophone game. I'm deep dropping down a summer in all the time, and I'm sure that Jamie and Troy have their own personal preferences, but, like, you have an opportunity to show it off, which is really cool. You know, I say it all the time, but the control freak in me really appreciates how, like, I can touch every single aspect of my mix, from the effects to the tempo to the key to what custom instruments, etc. This is a great mix of the Tongue-Tied and Amy Winehouse.
I love Amy Winehouse.
Love her so much. Truly one of the best vocalists to ever do it.
I know, I like miss her so much. I still watch, like, I like never get to see her play, and I'm so sad about it. So sometimes I watch paparazzi videos of her walking around. I'm like, we're friends. I get to watch you get, I don't know, walk down the street.
Yeah, the music videos from her Body and Soul. No, that was Lady Gaga and 20. No, but they sing Body and Soul.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Amy Winehouse and 20 Bennett.
Yeah.
And, like, oh my god, it just like melts me every single time.
I know,
I watch it.
she's so like insecure. You would never think.
And she sounds like it's iconic, like it's an instant classic, like instant.
I know.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
She's the best.
The D33J discerning whether to buy at launch or wait till next year. Based on your question, I would buy it at launch. Any idea how often songs will be released as DLC? Ooh, how often is, I don't think, a question we've got before.
That is not a question we've got before, and it's not a question we'll answer tonight. But
an excellent question, though.
It is a great question.
Expect DLC, I think, is a thing we can say, right?
If they want it, we'll bring it.
I mean,
this is about you. So if that's what you're asking for, you know, if the demand is there and people want it, we'll do it.
The VIP bundle does have like an explicit DLC mention, so yes, there will be DLC.
Yes. Where can you send my mixes? Right on FUSER. Follow me on FUSER. Right now I'm Zoe.Schneider, but I'm really looking to change that. I gotta change it to either DJ Z.O.E or actually it'll probably be my gamer tag, not Chaka Khan. So, find me there.
Don't delay buying the game is the answer to your question, D. Yes. If you can't tell, my favorite like 3 tracks in this build are like Satisfaction, Basement Jacks, and like basically these. Actually, this whole page is probably my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a good mix. There's some stuff in the other build that I want, like
So
Lizzo.
bad.
I need Lizzo back. We really got to move us forward in builds.
It's true. There's a few songs that like I just start singing over mixes that I'm doing because I'm like, this is close enough. Do I like country? Not really. Will I buy all the country DLC? No question. You know what? I think this might challenge that. I can't tell you how many songs I came in with such a chip on my shoulder about, like, I don't like it, why don't you need? And then all of a sudden, one or two loops from it are my favorite things that I use most often. Like, it forced me to open my eyes and let go of my own pretentious bias.
One of the really awesome things back from the drop mix era was the country packs in those. There was such, like, hand-wringing on our side of, like, well, I don't know if country is gonna, like, do very well or mix very well, and the second you play the card and put country into a mix, you realize it mixes with everything. It is really not hard to find a good country mix, a way to mix country into a mix, and that is super true in FUSER. There are a couple really great country tracks, and I don't remember what's been announced and what hasn't, but there are a couple that are so good to mix with. Like
Another plug, if you want to check out those tracks, head into the Harmonix Spotify. We've got some drop mix playlists, we've got FUSER playlists, we've got rock band playlists, autocut, etc. So if you are into the music from the soundtracks, be sure to hop into our Spotify and take a listen.
Yeah, dub is straight up. Loop for House Party, that Sam Hunt House Party and drop mix was so good, and it was such a game changer for people. And that will be the same in FUSER, the game changer part.
That. Why does Any Man of Mine and Rage sound so good together? What is that? Actually, I know what it is. It's badass tech under the hood of this game. They really did it right, and everything sounds amazing together. Which comes back to that question, how easy is it to play once you first get this in your hands? Well, everything sounds good together, so it's pretty low barrier to entry on this one. It's automatically going to sound amazing. Our audio team and the tech here has done a lot of the heavy lifting, and it's really just up to you to explore different sounds and find what you like best. Any rage of mine.
Any rage of mine.
I'm gonna slam poem.
Hey Zoe.
Yeah.
It's getting to be about that hour.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's wind it down. I'll hit us with an ending, and I'll take us out.
Oh, I was gonna just leave this on in the background to take you.
Oh, let's do that. Brilliant.
Like a little background soundtrack, no vocals.
I love that. Thank you. Play me out, Troy. So thank you, everybody who has joined us today in chat. A huge thank you to the Unicorn Princess, aka Jamie Billings, one of our amazing members of our QA team. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We'll, I'm sure, have you back at some point back on stream. But thank you for being here and making the time to chill with us this evening.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. You're always welcome. And DJ Sauceboss, who has been mixing the hits and really crushing it today, thank you for providing us with a dope soundtrack. Thank you for your dance moves, your energy, for all that you do and the way you do it. And thank you to everybody who is in chat hanging out with us. Thank you to everybody who's been here before and has come back. Be sure to hang out with us next Thursday. We'll be here, twitch.tv/FuserGame. We'll be on Facebook, we'll be on YouTube, and we'll be talking all things FUSER, playing some more freestyle, probably jumping some more multiplayer, and any other FUSER news we'll be talking about. But In the meantime, head over to @FuserGame on all social platforms, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Follow us if you're not already, and be sure to go to YouTube and check out some different videos, some mixes, mood mixes, 4 songs, 4 ways, a bunch of different content that I think if you like this, you'll really enjoy. And of course, next week we have even more giveaways and more Fuser coming your way. So we will see you next Thursday. Again, thank you so much for spending your time with us. See y'all in chat. Yes, always, always, always fun. Always happy to hang out with you. And we'll see you next time.
See you next Fuse Day.
See you next Fuse Day. Yeah. All right, well, thanks so much, everybody. Have a good night.